What's up, guys? It's Casey Silverman, aka the Fort Sanderson sister, coming at you with the very first episode of my brand new cooking series, Hocus Pocus Book of Recipes. Oh yes, I've been looking forward to starting this. It has been a bit since I got to even discuss doing it. We're starting now. I finally have the time. We are in my kitchen, well, my parents' kitchen, because I still live at home, but they are gone right now, so I have full access to the kitchen, which is great, because we are making a couple dishes, well, one dish in this episode, and then I'm filming another one simultaneously, because I gotta eat, so I'm making a meal tonight, but we're using the Hocus Pocus official cookbook, which you can get at Barnes & Noble, or just about anywhere. I got mine on Amazon, and we are going to make, couple dishes out of this. That's what this series is all about. I'm going to be doing dishes from the books, this one and the unofficial one, cooking them for you guys, showing you how to do it, and giving them a taste test to see if they're good or if they're just a bunch of hocus pocus. So tonight we're starting with one called the Pan Hag, which I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys what that is. Winifred Sanderson is not impressed when Thackeray Binks calls her a hag, and declares that there are not enough children in the world to make her young and beautiful. Naturally, she's quick to anger and even quicker to dole out vicious vengeance, but even a witch as wrathful as Winnie would be blown away by a pan hag. Cheesy potatoes with just a hint of arugula are cooked to a crisp in a cast iron skillet, creating a crunchy, savory side that's destined to become a beloved part of any All Hallows Eve celebration. So we're making a potato cake, basically. So for this recipe, you are going to need 2 pounds of golden potatoes. They say peeled and then slice thin, but I am going to slice them thin with the skins on because I have always actually liked the potato skin. I know a lot of people don't. I don't feel like taking the time to peel them personally. I like the potato skins. Whenever my mom used to come visit me at my elementary school, she got the teacher lunch, which often involved a baked potato. She didn't like to eat the skin, so she gave the skin to me, and I loved it. I love a good crispy potato skin. So we're using that. You also need a yellow onion. My yellow onions, I like to get past as much of the tougher outer exterior as possible. I'm also going to try to show you the proper way to slice an onion and dice it. So you need one of those, a whole onion. You need some baby arugula. And it says white, sharp cheddar cheese, grated. I prefer a much milder cheese. I don't mind sharp cheddar, but this melts better. Swiss and Gruyere, especially Gruyere. It's a hard word to say. Especially Gruyere, that actually melts really, really good. So I'm going to use that instead of the white sharp cheddar. But follow your heart. Use whatever cheese you want. Just whatever comes to your heart. That's the cheese you use. And then you've got to have your butter and salt and pepper. So those are your ingredients for this potato cake. So I'm going to try to get all of this cut up and stuff, and then I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can actually see how I'm holding my knife and stuff. I am not a professional. I am a professional amateur who actually just really likes cooking. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I'm a Food Network junkie, so I've learned a lot by watching Food Network, including how to slice and dice an onion properly. My knife cuts are not perfect. My knife technique is not perfect. I'm an amateur, but I'm gonna do my best, and maybe my best can help you guys as well. So, sorry about the camera angle. You cannot see my face while I'm doing this, but that's okay. Things happen. I will do my best to show you guys my knife and my cutting board, which, by the way, do you like my cutting board? It's just a bunch of hocus pocus. I love this cutting board. A friend of mine got it for me at work. She doesn't work with me anymore. I miss her terribly. So the first thing we are going to do when you are cutting an onion, do not cut off the hairy end. That is your friend. The hairy end is your friend. This is the end you want to cut off. This is the stem. Alright. This is what you want to cut, because it's just going to be in your way. And then I like to go right down the middle. This is how they show you. All the pros do it. I'm not fast like a pro. You're probably going to hear me start going, oh my god, my eyes. Because onions. And then what you want to do is you want to take your knife and make little cuts to the back, not through the back. Don't go all the way through the back or you're not going to be able to do the other part of this. Try to keep them all the same thickness if you can. So try to keep them all the same thickness if you can. It's not always possible. So now that you've got your to the back, not through the back, take one big slice and dice through the middle there. Some of the onion may fall off like mine just did here, but that's okay. And then you're just gonna go down like that. Motion of the ocean. I watch a lot of Worst Cooks in America, so everything you hear me say, a lot of it comes from Chef Ann Burrell. I love her. I think she's amazing. She's my favorite Food Network chef. And then you just kind of go with the flow. If you feel like you need to, cut off that end, because that end can get annoying. You want them to be as much of the same thickness as you can, so they all cook evenly. See what I mean about the outside being a little tougher? That's why I try to pull off as much as I can ahead of time for that, because it's annoying. This is where I just kind of freeform it to get everything else off. Alright. And that basically just leaves you with the stem, which we are going to discard. So you need the whole onion. This is half an onion right now. Alright, some of this didn't go all the way through, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm a professional amateur. So get you a paper towel, paper plate. I like to have paper plates on hand so I can scoot things off onto them, get them out of the way, like this one. I'm going to try not to spill any of this on the floor. Now, normally the cats would be in here with me, but I had visitors over earlier, and they don't like other people that are not me. So they're hiding out right now. In future videos, you might see them behind me. Actually, when I'm dog sitting for a friend later this year, the same friends who were here earlier, I will be, you will probably see him. Woo! There's the onion juice. Woo! It's hitting the old tear ducts. It is hitting the old tear ducts. Man, if the Sanderson sisters ever needed a potion ingredient, the tears of a woman, all you get, or tears of anybody, really, just have them cut an onion. You'll have your freaking potion ingredient in 10 minutes or less. Because, man alive, my eyes are burning. But that's okay, I'm fine. Whew! Get that in there. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And you know what? People don't even sing that song anymore, do they? I made the whipping nay joke on stream a couple nights ago, and y'all just crucified me for that one. Y'all were like, "Oh my God, woman, that was 2016. What the heck is wrong with you?" Woo! Onion down. That's all right. We'll get it later. Y'all were just roasting me on that one. I can't help it, all right? I am not a youth anymore. I don't know what's popular these days. So we're about done with the onion here. Sorry, I had to pause the recording because my dad was calling. Air conditioner's broken. So I'm currently... That's why I'm not wearing an apron. That's why I'm not wearing an apron right now, guys. Because normally I would be wearing an apron while I'm doing this. My nice Hocus Pocus one. But it's so hot, I don't want to put any more layers on me than I already have to. Alright, onions are done. Now this next part, I'm going to tell you, would be easier if you have a mandolin. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the cutting process of the potatoes. And then I am going to cut away. So you guys don't have to stand or sit here for like 20-30 minutes while I am doing potatoes, because that's not going to be very fun for you guys. So, like I said, I like to leave the skins on. I think skins are good. I cut off the bad spots, obviously, but I like potato skins. Right. So with this, though, you're going to want to cut off that end piece. You could probably throw these on top if you wanted to. if you felt so inclined. I don't right now. And they want you to just slice them as thin as you can. This is really important where you get your thickness. You really don't want them probably thicker than that. That's probably as thick as you want them. So, just cut them into little discs. It says 2 pounds. I'm going to do my best to get to that point. But, we'll see. I'm also just one person. Ooh, that one was a little on the thicker side. Alright, so what you're going to do basically at this point is just make a bunch of little potato discs until you think you've got enough to make the 3 layers. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Look, guys. She makes an appearance. There she is. She's been crying for like 20 minutes. I'm on my last potato, and she's been crying for pretty well all of them. She's like, Mom, why are you not back here? And I'm just over here like, yeah, I'm trying to make dinner. So, yeah, there she is. She's being vocal now. She knows I'm talking about her. Yeah, aren't you? Here she is down by my feetsies. Alright, that's a lot of potatoes. So, now, we go back to our onions. Our friendly little onions here. We need our butter. And I need to consult the book. The book says 2 tablespoons butter in a skillet. Medium-high heat. Melt it. And then we're going to saute the onions in it. Okay. This butter melted to its wrapper before we even bought it. For sure. Holy smoly. Okay. Lord. Hello. Alright. Everybody, why aren't you using a butter knife? Because I've already got a knife. I have a knife already. And it's a good knife. So, getting the butter nice and melty in the cast iron. You gotta love cast iron. I'm a Kentucky girl. Y'all can tell by my accent and the fact that I use the word y'all on the regular. I love my cast iron. It's great. This is actually my grandmother's, my late grandmother, may she rest in peace, her frying pan, her cast iron pan. And I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. My potato mountain over here is trying to fall so much. I'm just like, stay on the plate, but it's a losing battle. So, grab me a paper towel. And any of the excess that falls can just go, just pop a squat right there. Alright, there we go. Get rid of the scraps. Take those out to the cornfield later. There we go. Alright, that butter is almost melted. Let's go ahead. Well, I would turn that on, but it's going to make such a racket. So, that butter is almost melted, almost ready to go. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. Alright. So, onions are going in. There we go. Like I said, knife cuts aren't perfect, but they'll get the job done. And the ones that are still in big chunks, because, you know, they're in big chunks, because I didn't go through and separate them, not to worry, they will come apart in the cooking process. So we're just going to let those guys start sweating. And I'm going to consult the book. So, about 2 to 3 minutes should be good on the onions, and then we're going to, it says to wilt the arugula next, but I'm going to do that in a separate pan. I just want to do that in a separate pan so I can get everything going at once, and I don't want that to sit forever, because wilted lettuce is one thing. Soggy lettuce that's been sitting there for a while, that is a whole different ball game. So, we're going to go ahead and get that oven preheating. to 425, which is going to make it even hotter in here, so y'all better love me for this. Come to think of it, since it's almost 7:30, I'm probably only going to make the Pan Hag tonight, and I'll make some frozen meat or something with that, and I'll make something else tomorrow. I'll make the other dish tomorrow and eat my leftover potato from tonight. Adjustments, ladies and gents, because time. We're going to get a bowl here for whenever these onions are done so I can take them out, because we got to start layering in our potatoes after that. Got to start layering in the potatoes. Also, I'm sorry I keep looking at the laptop. I'm trying to make sure everything's moving instead of looking at you guys. This is the first episode of this I am doing, so we're trying things. Experiments. You're just supposed to cook these until they're translucent. As much as there is in here, 2 to 3 minutes may have been an understatement for how long these need to be in here. Because a lot of them are still opaque. I know they're going to be in the oven for a bit, but still. So, get in there. That one was trying to get away. So when those are done, take them out, put them in the bowl, and we're going to start layering in the potatoes. So, till then, how's it going? I'm kidding. I'm cutting away until we're done.
A few moments later.
Alright, the onions are done. They are in the bowl. You can't see them, but here they are. They're going to scooch over here now. Ooh, that's still warm. Alright, that's still very hot. So, we're going to start layering the potatoes the way they want you to. So, I'm going to start with the ones on the paper towels because they misbehaved. They didn't stay where they were supposed to. Ooh, you were a little thick. Hang on. That one was just... That ding was the oven, by the way. It's saying, I'm good. Temperature's ready. Whenever you are. Alright, there we go. Yes. Sometimes our oven doesn't like to come on for some reason. So, there we go. Alright. Now, it's going to have... It says to layer them slightly overlapping each other. So, we're going to go from the outside inward. Okay, it says slightly overlapping. My slightlys are becoming a little bit too overlapped. Just a little too overlapped there. So this part might take you a little bit. So we'll go on top while we're here. As you know, I'm a librarian. That's my main job, is I'm a librarian. If you didn't know that, hey, I'm a librarian. Summer reading is almost over. Oh my gosh, I could not be more ready. I could not be more ready for it to be over. There we go. Because it has been a long summer. And I'm ready for some not summer. Because not summer is better. Not summer means spooky season's almost here. I'll put you thicker ones that I still don't know how I did that on the closer to the bottom of the skillet, because you're going to get the more heat that you're going to require to not suck. There's a fancier word for this, but from now on I'm just calling it Pan Hag. As I should. So, let's get probably get another little guy in the middle here. There we go. Alright. So there's our first layer. It's nice and pretty. Let me see if I can show it to you without burning the heck out of myself. There we go. There you go. See? Nice and real pretty. Real pretty. Don't know how pretty it'll be later. But then it says to do exact measurements of 1 teaspoon of salt. So it'll be a 1/3 teaspoon of salt per layer. So you could do your exact measurement. I'm a Southerner. We don't do that. We just... The ancestors tell you when to stop. And then you do the same with the pepper. They say to do this to taste. I like a little bit of pepper. Not a lot of pepper. That's good. That's perfect. Now we need the cheese. I didn't get the cheese back out because AC's broke. It's hot in here. I don't want to wait. I don't want it to go nasty on me because that wouldn't be fun. So then you go a little bit of the onion mixture. And by onion mixture, I just mean onions. So there we go. Onions. Kind of spread that as evenly as we can here. It's not perfect. It's in no way perfect. But we're not looking for perfection, just edible. I'm kidding. Not just edible. I want it to actually taste good because, yeah, I like to cook and I don't want it to suck. So, there's our first little onion layer. Lord have mercy, what kind of... Here's a new segment. Casey can't get the bag open. How many times are we going to play that game during this series? Probably more than I'd like to admit. Alright. So, sprinkle your cheese in there. Nice and cheesy. This is another one of those things where they have an exact measurement. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. I followed mine. And it led me to that much. So now you do the whole repeat of the layers. That is really tiny. We'll go to you later. Repeat your layers. I don't know how perfect this is going to come out. I'm fully expecting it to not want to come out of the pan well, like at all, but I could also be underestimating myself. Could easily be underestimating myself. We'll see what happens. That's part of the thrill of these videos. Is Casey gonna get it out of the pan? We'll find out. I'd say after these messages, but I don't know when the ads show up. I put them in. They don't always show up. They come when they decide it's time. So, you might be seeing an ad right here. I don't know. If not, you're just hearing me talk about it. And putting potatoes in a ring around the pan. And the cheese. I may have cooked too many potatoes. I think 2 pounds was a bit excessive recipe. So yeah, cut this down if you don't think you... That's a lot. I may have to make something tomorrow with these. With the leftover ones, because holy biscuits. I know I still got one more layer to go, but like, that's a lot of taters. It's still quite a lot of taters. Alright. Follow your heart. Let the ancestors guide you, however you see fit. More pepper, less pepper, whatever. Onions. Spread the love. The middle's going to be thicker than the outside, but again, we're not looking for perfect. It don't gotta be perfect. What you do need to do now is turn that stuff on to high, medium-high heat. Medium-high heat, so you can get that. It says 7 to 10 minutes. Alright, so this has to go for a bit. I'm going to finish doing some cleanup while it does its thing, and then I'm going to heat the oven back up. I'm going to pop it in there because it goes in for about 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes, or until it is golden brown on top and ready to go. So I will see y'all when this product is finished.
Later.
Okay, as you guys can see, I am back, and I have wet hair. I went to take a shower because the Pan Hag takes 40 minutes. So we're going to quickly do the wilted arugula. I'm not going to do a ton of it, for the simple fact that I don't want to do a ton. Yes, I heard you. I know, it's done. Thank you. I've already got the oven off. We're good. So we're going to do this until it's just wilted. So basically we're making wilted lettuce. Or wilted arugula, I should say. Is arugula lettuce? I feel like I should know that. Editing Casey's probably going, I got you, you stupid woman. So We're just going to wilt this real fast, and then we're going to take the Pan Hag out of the oven, and it's almost 9 o'clock, and I have not eaten, and I'm getting hungry. I decided not to do the other dish tonight. I stuck the lobster tails in the freezer because I was going to do the, whatchamahooey, the lobster dish that was in there. Wow, that shrank down a lot. And I don't have time. It's late, I'm hungry, and that, my dears, is all you gotta do. So, we got the wilted arugula. I'm gonna put that to the side, and we're gonna get our baby out of the oven. I'm very excited about this. Woo! I can still hear it crackling. Oh, Lord. Alright. Here we go. Oh, God, that's heavy. Cast iron is heavy and hot. Ooh, that's hot. That is really hot. Woo! We got it. We got her. It's out. It's out. You can hear it. Like, listen to that. I'm going to hold the mic closer. ASMR. Alright. My mic's going, get me away! So let me show you up close. Look at that. How beautiful is that? That looks gorgeous. Now the fun part of this is going to be trying to get it out of the pan. Did it stick all the way on the bottom? Oh, I don't think it did. I don't really have a thin enough spatula to check, but oh no, it's lifting just fine. It's stuck in a couple of places, but it's lifting out just fine for the most part. Alright, so it's probably not going to stay in a perfect circle when I get it out of here. I don't care. I'm just hungry. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to try it. I don't know about you guys. Them taters are done. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It don't want to come out. Come here. You beautiful, beautiful thing, you. Wow, this is really something else, y'all. This is something else. That is piping hot. I mean, scorch your mouth hot. It's crispy. It's very crispy. Learned that from a friend. Silly way to pronounce crispy. That is hot. That is hot. So we got that. Got that there. Warm. Now we're gonna get our. That's more than wilted. I think that is cooked, but that's okay. Wilted arugula smells nice. Didn't know it would be. All right, so there's that. Serve those two things together. There you go. That is your Pan Hag with the arugula. I don't know if it didn't say if the arugula goes on top or not. I'm going to do one big bite with everything all together, even though that is going to scorch my mouth. I'm scared. I don't want to die. You know, I'd like to tell y'all that was worth the wait. But I'd be exaggerating because that... I wouldn't even be exaggerating. That was definitely worth the wait. That's good stuff. That is very good. That's a good recipe. That's a good recipe. I gotta say, I do like this. This is very good. So this one is a yay from the 4th Sanderson sister. It was good. It's good. It's hot. It's so hot, guys. It's so hot. But there you go. I really like this. This is very delicious. I could have done with more cheese. Honestly, pair it with the arugula, it's even better. It's really good, you guys. It's very good. I like it. So there you go. That was your first Hocus Pocus Book of Recipes video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please, please, please hit that like button. So I know that you guys like this kind of stuff and I'll keep doing it. So, remember, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me. What helps me helps you guys get more great content like this. I gotta know if you like this. Comment. Smash the like button. Because if you don't, I don't know that you guys want to keep watching this kind of stuff. So, there you go, guys. I'm gonna pop these out periodically. I don't know how often, but they will come out. And I'm excited to make more of these. I had a lot of fun, even though it's late as heck. So, it was bright when we started. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a regular on this channel, please remember to drop a like and share your thoughts on this possible recipe for you guys to use at home. Thursday night, we're back with more Black Flame Gaming on Twitch. It is our Twitch exclusive, Black Flame Gaming. I have the hiccups now. I'm sorry. And we're going to continue 4th place Hogwarts Legacy. Saturday night, we're back with more Winifred Sanderson Plays Pokemon Heart Gold Nuzlocke on the YouTube channel. We'll continue her Pokemon journey when I'm filming this. We haven't done this week's episode yet, so I don't know how it went. But yeah, when I'm editing this, we already know. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Casey Zelgelman, a.k.a. the 4th Sanderson Sister, and I'll see you, Witches and Wizards, later.